Hello everybody, good morning. Greg here from Flowering Spikes Records with the website drop for Wednesday, January the 21st, 2026. First, I would like to report that I am going to be selling the Infinity IRS Sigma speakers that were here in the shop for a long time. Absolutely incredible reference speakers. I'm not going to ship them. They weigh like 200 pounds each. That's pretty impossible. But if you live in the LA area somewhere, you want to come by, you want to listen to them, you want to buy them, message me. We'll figure it out. So first up, I think I said this, I had this record up a few months ago. This is Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony, conducted by Paul Paret. This Mercury Living Presence, 1958. My favorite version of the Rachmaninoff Second. Sounds absolutely killer. Another of my favorite Mercuries. This one in super flawless condition. Beautiful copy. Szigeti doing the Prokofiev Violin Concerto and the Stravinsky Duo Concertant, which is recital music. The first piece is with the LSO. The second piece is just violin and piano. It's from 1965, incredibly good condition. Rostropovich doing Schumann and Tchaikovsky. This comes from 1961, Deutsche Grammophon, Tulip label, incredible sounding record. I love Rostropovich so much. This is such a great record. This is one that came in a collection. I'd never heard this before. This is Starker doing the Brahms cello sonatas. On Saga Records, never heard of Saga Records before, and just kind of goes along with the fact that I've been listening to a lot of these older mono, chamber, and recital works, and this one just sounds absolutely phenomenal. I've been putting a bunch of records aside to make a video, mostly on Westminster, but some other labels as well, of early, mid to late 50s mono recordings of recital works and quartets. I think everything up to about like an octet or any piece where you just have single line melodies going on and you don't get into sections of instruments. The mono, it just sounds so great, and I really know now that anyone who says mono classical is not good or it doesn't sound good or any of that stuff is wrong. I was wrong to think that for a long time. And again, you know, this doesn't apply to the orchestral works, just the smaller group works. But this one in particular also, the cello tone is so beautiful. Starker is playing so beautifully. And again, this is on Saga Records from 1964. Never heard of them. Incredible record. Carry-On with Berlin Phil. The soloist is Christian Ferras. This is the Sibelius Violin Concerto. I made a video about this some time ago. One of my favorite pieces of music ever. This is a Deutsche Grammophon from 1965. Really great version of this piece. One of the more rare living stereos that you don't really find around. This is Schumann's Carnival. This is from 1960. This is a 1S. From 1984, Chesky Records, Reiner, Chicago. This is Respighi's Pines of Rome and Fountains of Rome. Longtime audiophile classic. I actually really like Chesky Records. I know some people don't like them, some people do like them. I think they sound really great. Schubert's Great Symphony, Cripps conducting the LSO. This is from 1958. London, wideband, blueback, really great early Decca sound. From 1961, RCA Living Stereo. This is Rubinstein doing Chopin's Concerto No. 1. It's always great to get a nice clean copy of this into the shop. This is, of course, Bruno Walter conducting Beethoven's Sixth on Columbia. This comes from 1962. Up next, a couple of the greatest Londons that you don't see around all the time. This is Ansermet doing Carmen. This is from 1959. It's in really, really great shape, but I wouldn't say it's in flawless condition. It's got a few clicks here and there, but you know, one in flawless condition would also go for 2-3 times as much more money. I've listened to this a couple times. I just listened to side 2 of it while I was setting everything up, and it sounds really, really great. Another of the great early Ansermets on London. This is Scheherazade, this one from 1958. This is in really, really great shape. All of these two, I usually like to say they have the original inners. Just super, super great copy. Also from 1958, Reiner with Chicago doing Tchaikovsky's 6, the Pathétique. This is another record you find out in record stores. It's always beat up. I don't know why. There are certain RCAs I tend to find that are just always hammered. This one's in super good shape, and probably my favorite version of the Pathétique, which is just such a beautiful, beautiful piece of music. From 1962, another one of the great 35mm audiophile classics from Mercury, where they rented the truck with the recording equipment in it, and they went to Moscow and recorded this, Wilma Cozart-Fine and Robert Fine. I'd never really sat down and sort of studied this recording, you know. I had had it before and I had like a crackly version of it or whatever. This one's super, super great. Robert Fine and Wilma Cozart-Fine rented the mobile truck and they set it up in Moscow, and this is the first time, I believe, that American engineers had recorded in Moscow. Beautiful, beautiful sounding record, just an all-time classic. From 1966, Antel Dorati conducting Brahms' Hungarian Dances. One of the most beautiful records you ever will hear in your whole entire life. This is Vaughan, Williams and Warlock. This is from 1979 on Argo, of course conducted by Neville Mariner, an Academy of St. Martin in the Fields. Also from 1958 on Mercury Living Presence. This is Ravel, Bolero, and Chabrier. The version of Bolero is actually pretty great for a piece of music that I don't necessarily care for, but the Chabrier piece on side 2 is really, really what you're getting this record for. Unbelievable performance. From 1994, classic records, Bartok, Reiner, Chicago, remastered from the tapes by Bernie Grunman. Just a perfect sounding record. From 1996, this is Strauss's Till Eulenspiegel, Reiner Chicago, again remastered by Bernie Grunman from the tapes, pressed at RTI, flawless copy. Another great version of Tchaikovsky's Pathétique. This is, of course, Herbert von Karajan conducting the Berlin Philharmonic. This is from 1967. This record basically looks unplayed, untouched. I played it, sounds phenomenal. That is all I have for today. Short and sweet. It's a beautiful day. There's a few nice chemtrails already here early in the morning. I think it's about 9 a.m. here in Westlake Village, California. Otherwise, very beautiful blue skies, very crisp, very cold morning. It gets very cold in the shop. I don't really turn the heater on. If you're interested in any of those Budapest quartet records I showed at the beginning, let me know, message me, hit me up, however you want to do it. You can always get me on Instagram or my email or through the website, however you choose. Also, I just got in a really, really large Glenn Gould collection, which I'm going through right now, and some records from that will be coming up in the next few weeks. But if you're desperately looking for certain Glenn Gould titles, let me know. I probably have them, or multiple copies of them. And that's it for this week. Everyone have a beautiful, beautiful day. Bye-bye.